Good morning, CSK family. It's lovely to see you again this morning. I hope you enjoyed Sunday worship with Sylvia and Rachel, and it was also nice to see other members of our church family leading us in worship. As I said in the little clip on Thursday, this session is going to be a little bit different this week. We're going to get very active. But before we do that, let's sing happy birthday to anybody that we know had a birthday this week. Of course, at the moment, our birthday celebrations are very different, and perhaps we're not able to be with people we would want to celebrate with. And there's not any names in my bag this week, but I do know that some of the grown-ups in our church family have had a birthday this week. So whether you're singing to someone in your house that's sitting next to you right now, or whether you're singing to them at a distance, let's wish them all a happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. I think Bear's getting really into this now, isn't he? We'll see him next week. So as I said, our slot today is going to be a little bit different. We're going to get really active, and I asked you to possibly bring along a timer or a mobile phone that has got a timer or a stopwatch on it, because we're going to go on a scavenger hunt. Now, there are two ways you could look at this morning. Either when it gets to 3, 2, 1, go, stop the film, go and find the item that you've been asked to find, and then come back and start the film again. Or watch the film the whole way through and then play the game later. So I'm going to mention an item. They'll then come up on the screen, 3, 2, 1, go. Then it will say stop the clock, and we'll see who got there first. So maybe somebody in your family can time you. You can have a little bit of a competition who gets back to wherever you're sitting first. But the best thing is to have lots of fun together. So, are you ready? So I'm going to say an item, the clock will then count us down, and when it says go, go and find that item and bring it back to your family. Here we go. The first item to find are trainers.
I found them! Found them! We both found them!
Well done, Caroline and Nathan. Who would have thought you were going to be first? I wonder who we're going to see next. So, are you ready for the next item? Next item to find is a pair of wellies.
Well done, girls.
Super, Reagan and Clark. Thanks for joining in. I wonder what we've got to find next. Next item is flip-flops.
Yay, I found it!
Thanks, Jack. Looks like your dog Darcy was trying to catch you out there, but you weren't fooled. The next item is something that maybe we haven't worn for a little while because of the situation we're in at the moment. So, you need to go and find your school shoes.
Mummy, look, we found it! Mummy, look, we found it!
Great, guys. Job well done. Thank you.
Yay, the twins found the school shoes. Don't they look smart? Your next item might not be very far away today. Go and find some slippers.
We found slippers.
Well done, Claire and Tom. Looks like you found a very cosy pair of slippers. We've just got one item left, and we don't wear these quite as much. So you are looking for the footwear that you would wear to a party, maybe some party shoes or party sandals. Got that? Party shoes.
them.
Well done, party girl. Great work. And well done to everyone who's taken part this morning. Let's give ourselves a round of applause before we move on. So have you worked out why I chose footwear for our scavenger hunt this morning? Have a little chat with your family. Can you work it out? Well, if you're saying, well, I think Joy might be linking that with this morning's reading, you would be right. In morning worship this morning, we heard a reading from Luke chapter 24. So Luke is the third of the Gospels in the New Testament. And the reading was entitled The Walk to Emmaus. And I'm just going to read a few verses starting at verse 13. So if you've got your Bible there, follow along with me. On that same day, two of Jesus' followers were going to a village named Emmaus, about 11 kilometres from Jerusalem. And they were talking to each other about all the things that had happened. As they talked and discussed, Jesus himself drew near and walked along with them. They saw him, but somehow did not recognize him. Jesus said to them, "What are you talking about to each other as you walk along?" Now, I love walking. I love to go visit the Lake District and walk in the mountains and the hills. And I know that a lot of you like doing that as well. And at the moment, although we can go out for our daily exercise, I'm sure you're missing not running around as much or being with your friends on the playground. And I think that this reading really tells us a lot about how Jesus comes alongside us in the situations that we find ourselves in. I love the verse where it says, as they talked and discussed, Jesus himself drew near and walked along with them. And that's what Jesus is doing with us at the moment. He's drawing near to us and walking along with us. Now that could be about physically walking around our house and going out on our daily exercise. But it's also knowing that God is with us, that Jesus is with us in every situation we find ourselves in at the moment. He's with us when we're feeling a bit sad about it. He's with us when we're feeling a little bit worried and anxious about it, and that's okay. He's also with us when we've had a lovely conversation with one of our friends on the phone and we're feeling happy. He's with us in all of those situations. So just as Jesus walked along with the disciples, and even at that time they didn't recognise him, Jesus walks with us. At CSK we sing a lovely song called My Guardian. And a guardian is someone who protects or defends. And the song talks about God being our guardian. I'm going to read you a few lyrics from one of the verses. Every step I take, be now my guide, God on my side. And the chorus goes, you go before me, you're there beside me. And if I wander, love will find me. Goodness and mercy will always follow. You go before me, my guardian. So we don't know what the next week's going to have in store. We've got lots of homeschooling to do. We've got things to do in the house. We've got time to spend with our families. But whatever you're doing this week, just remember that Jesus walks alongside with you. Take care of yourselves and maybe spend a few moments together now praying with your family. And I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye.